Another great game of great Bobby Fischer. Why to watch this game till end? Not because this is the best game of Bobby Fischer, not because this is the most famous game of Bobby Fischer, and of course, not because this is the game what is nearly perfect. But at the other side, with black pieces, Bobby Fischer is going to sacrifice piece, and he is going to play maybe unclear, maybe worst, or maybe lost position. His opponent playing with white pieces, Jeremiah Donovan, has nearly winning position. But Bobby Fischer is not ready to resign. He is ready to fight. And he is a fighter. So that's something what we have chance to learn from this game. Why to resign too early? Why not to fight till end? And that's something what I love when I'm following the greatest chess players of chess history. They were fighting till end. They were playing till last chance, till last hopes, till last threats. And that's something what is good to follow. Maybe it's good to follow our YouTube chess channel, and maybe now you have chance to press subscribe button or like and stay by me, but at the other side, don't worry. Let's come back and let's follow, let's watch what's happened next. As I told you, with white pieces, this game is playing Jeremiah Donovan. With black pieces, Robert James Fischer, Oklahoma 1956, and maybe we are in the middle of theory of that time. But Bobby Fischer believes in attack. And I will tell you that attack is about numbers. You have to outnumber your opponent. I mean that if you believe in attack, you have to have more attackers in attack than your opponent in defense. So now, only one knight on h5. It's not a big threat to white's king, and for this reason, white ignore chances where black believe in attack. So played rook d1 because rooks love open file, and here knight f4. Of course, it's good to know that to take on f4 it's not healthy for white because black's dark squares bishop is going to be too powerful and too strong. So let's leave knight on f4, and white played bishop f1. The attack is about numbers, so let's bring another piece to attack, and of course Bobby Fischer is going to play knight f8, e6 and g5. Of course, if nothing happened, at least two attackers in attack is more than one attacker in attack. So let's go there and finally exchange on g5. Yes, position looks dangerous, but to be fair, it's not too dangerous because two attackers, two defenders. But there is a threat to take something on h3. For this reason, white played safety first, move king h2. And now Bobby Fischer is pinned. It's not healthy to stay too long and to be pinned. Say here, knight f4 is pinned because there is a bishop on e3. The best way how to play this position is to leave this danger, this threat, to go to e7, maybe rook d6 with slight edge for white. I believe that white is more active, more danger, and that's a good position for white. But Bobby Fischer decided to bet all in. He played bishop e6, and he knows that white is going to play g3, and he knows that white right now won a piece. Just to be fair enough, I believe that it's not compensation for missing piece. But at the other side, this is a difficult position for humans. You know, humans are not perfect players, and it's difficult to defend, to go for counter attack, and to see everything. What I believe that it's difficult to play the game without mistake. And of course, one white's mistake and that's it. So even black is nearly lost, he's going to fight till end. So queen h4, and rook a3. White is doing well. He's defending his position with extra piece. Of course, everything is simple. If black attack is going nowhere, white is winning. At the other side, if black attack is going to be winner attack, black is winning. So now rook d3 makes sense to exchange one rooks and bishop g7. Maybe black is hoping for bishop e5. It's a difficult position. Just watch this position. White is piece up and it's hard to see any huge threats. You know, of course, white's king, it's under fire, it's in a danger zone, but still, extra piece is extra piece. So bishop g7 and maybe a knight b6 is a good enough just to be more active. Say bishop e5 and say queen g5 and maybe rook d8, knight c4, exchange, and bishop d4. And still, yes, this position is difficult, but it's more difficult for black than for white because white is playing with extra piece. Still, I believe that black is nearly lost. Of course, black is fighting and this position is difficult for a human player. Okay, but b3, it's maybe too passive. It's not the most active move on the board, and Bobby Fischer is still going to play like gamble. Everything f5, he's going to open position, exchange on f4, and now bishop f7. Right now, white maybe has 3 moves, more active moves and more passive moves. And if you don't know what to play, stay active. But unfortunately for white, white played queen c2 and that's too passive. And Bobby Fischer has a chance, play rook e1, the most active move, and here white has to understand that this rook is threat. And only one way how black has chance to survive is the way where black is going to checkmate white's king, and for this reason is good to stay in the defense. Bishop g2, and I believe that at the end this position is still fine for white. But white is not careful and played bishop c4. That's a mistake because, as I told you, attack is about attackers, about numbers. 1, 2 attackers, 1 defender. And maybe here is another attacker and here is a threat. Queen g5, and that's a big surprise because white is under heavy attack and everything changed because white was not careful. His position maybe is hopeless and Bobby Fischer knows that his chance is here, is right now, and is going to play for full point. Change on f7. Okay, the best way is to go to f8 and that's exactly happened. Maybe to take on f7 it's not bad at all, but you know, it's a question if this is an easily winning position for black. I don't believe so, so understand that bishop is not taken and here only one defense is rook g3, take and take on a c1. Everything changed because after this exchange black is ahead of material and this position is simply won for black. So yes, maybe Bobby Fischer was a lucky player. Maybe that was not the best game of Bobby Fischer, but at the end he was fighting till end and his chance came. And he knows that no one is going to play game without mistake, no one is perfect, and he just beat his opponent even he was worst, maybe even he was lost. And I believe that's some kind of inspiration, motivation and good game of Bobby Fischer. And if you agree, just give me a like or give me a follow, or if not, never mind. But please remember Bobby Fischer as one of the greatest chess player of all times. It was a nice game and it was a nice time where I have chance to show this game. So, see you soon, see you tomorrow. Take care, bye bye.